Okay, so at first, I was really excited for the Nintendo Switch 2. But just as a short amount of time has gone by, some things have come out that I don't know how I feel about it now. Like, on one hand, they packed this thing full of stuff that most people were asking for. But on the other hand, the games are really expensive. And it's probably going to set a new standard for how games are priced moving forward. I think this meme here sums it up pretty well. But I was really happy with the specs of it. Everything they were showing was awesome. For one thing, it's bigger, and that's good because I have big hands and holding the regular Switch isn't very comfortable. This thing can do 120 frames per second. Maybe not every game, but it can do it. It's in 1080p. It only has an LCD screen, but that's probably to keep some of the price down. It's Wi-Fi 6 capable, and it says a maximum of 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. This thing can do 4K 60. I don't know how many games will actually do that, but if it can, that's really impressive, especially for a Nintendo console. And it supports HDR. It's got USB-C ports on the top and bottom, so you can charge it no matter which way works best for you. It's approximately 2 to 6.5 hours of battery life, and 2 hours isn't very long. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed with that, because I think the 2-hour mark is going to be what most people are getting out of this, but it really does depend on what game you're playing, probably. I do like, though, that it has a LAN port in it, because the original Nintendo Switch didn't have any. You had to use Wi-Fi or get an adapter. The Joy-Cons being able to be used as mice is interesting, but I'm not sure how long they'll support games that do that. It seems like one of those gimmicks that it might stick, but it might just kind of come and go. We'll have to wait and see. But at first, I was so excited for this thing. I was like, man, they're just kicking down the door and giving us everything we asked for. And I was completely on board. But then, like I said, shortly after that, some things started coming out that just seemed like a bummer. For one thing, why is the demo something you have to buy? It's supposed to be a demo of everything the Switch 2 is capable of. You would think they would want as many people to experience that as possible. I don't understand why you have to pay for that. And that kind of leads into the other thing with the price of the games being that high. Kind of bummed me out a lot. The console price itself didn't bother me so much. It's more the games. I mean, as long as nothing bad happens, you only have to buy the console once. And like Nintendo games in general, a lot of them don't appeal to me already, but the price tag being higher is already a super high barrier to entry, and something that I may have decided to at least try before, I probably won't now, just because I don't want to risk it. There is one game that's probably going to sell me on this console. I don't know if it's going to be good yet, but I am a huge sucker for FromSoft games. And the Duskbloods, it looks weird, it looks kind of Bloodborne-like, but I don't know what to expect from that, but I need to know what that's going to be like, and you can only get that on the Switch 2. I'm going to have faith that From Software knows what they're doing with this game, and it's going to be good. I hope so. I think it'll be, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to play it when it comes out. Another thing that I'm really excited about, even though you have to have the expansion pack, is GameCube games being on the Switch 2. I've been wanting to play Wind Waker again for a very long time, and I was always wondering, why won't they put this on the Switch? Well, maybe this was the plan the whole time. I don't know. It's also backwards compatible with all the Switch games we already have, and some of those games will be enhanced. Again, though, you have to buy the upgrade for that. Some people might not care, but some of the stuff they're doing just seems a little greedy. Maybe a little greedy, you know? A little greedy. And another thing that's super strange to me is physical games being $90 instead of $80 like the digital games. And not only that, but some of the physical games are just like keys where it's not actually a game. It's called a game key card, which are physical cards that may not contain game data but allow for digital downloads. So it's DRM. But all that negative stuff aside, we got 120 frames per second. Potential 4K 60. How am I supposed to feel about this? I mean, everything else looks fantastic. And why does it always have to be like this? Why does there always have to be a caveat? Nintendo was so close to having a gigantic win on their hands here. I'm still gonna get one. I'm still kind of excited, but now there's just this gigantic cloud raining on my picnic. I just want something to look forward to and be happy about. Gaming has just been in such a lull lately. It was nice to feel happy and excited about something coming out. Especially something like the Nintendo Switch 2 that we've all been waiting for a long time for. But in typical fashion, something comes along slaps you in the face and disappoints you. I guess I was just hoping this would be a big Nintendo's, and not a Nintendo switched the prices. I guess Nintendo doesn't care about our wallets. And it's a bummer too, because I think Nintendo Wii deserves something super. Nintendo. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to vent a little bit because it just always seems like that's how it goes. Something good, and then instantly something bad happens. I was just hoping that it was gonna just stay good. And like, not long after the reveal, these things started coming out, and I'm like, oh man, of course, here we go. But let's just hope the console is good, and the games are good, and that new FromSoft game is good. Maybe it'll be worth the money. I don't know. Maybe not, but maybe. I am curious though, is this where it starts, where all the games that come out from now on every console is going to be like $80? I'm wondering if moving forward sometime soon, maybe not instantly, but sometime soon, if we'll start seeing that happen. I don't know, but I'm done. If you watched this video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and maybe I'll see you around on the internet again someday. Later.